What up? It's JP, and we climbing. Queuing up for some rapid. Hope you all doing well. I think right now we're. I'll tell you exactly. We're 15-18. So we'll be breaking into the 15-20s if we win this game here. Very nice. London opening against the typical D5, and he supports it with this move here. So black has two options. He can move here or he can move here. I take that back. Black has a million fucking options. This is a crazy, flexible setup. Just depends on what I want to do. I think this is the move. If he had played knight out, then I play this first so I could potentially pin the knight. Okay, he has that. Not particularly worried. You could pin my knight, bro. It's alright. That's an interesting move. Now, usually people bring the bishop here, but you could bring the bishop to either, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think I like bishop here because I want my queen to come out this way. Interesting thing with the London, you don't have to castle right away. Definitely don't. He's bringing a lot of minor pieces over here. If he brings his knight here, I don't want to recapture. Well, I could. Whatever he's doing right now, it's not theory. Like, this is not. I'm not exactly sure how to exploit it. Knight here, takes. Knight here. Takes. Actually, I could take, and then he takes with tempo, kicking this knight. Then these trade. Probably take with my king. I think I want to get a threat somewhere else on the board. Yeah, I'm not immediately worried about those minor pieces all clustered up like that. I don't want to ruin my pawn chain for no reason. Okay. I don't think I want to be the one to trade queens either. So I could open up my rook. If I trade now, let's see. Takes, or not takes, but move. And then the bishops will see each other. Sort of like that. Take with my king. Also take with my king. Open up my rook. And not break my pawn chain. Drop this back. Okay, I actually like this. This bishop is preventing him from castling on this side. Bishop here. Do we want to undouble my pawns though? No, I have a better move. Double. Infiltrate. Okay. I'm giving him this, but I could always just move. He didn't take it anyway. I think I just hung my... No, not yet. Almost hung my bishop. Almost. He's kicking it around a lot, which is pretty annoying, to be honest. There's so many options. It's... You saw that right away. I feel like it... Is it too dangerous to bring my king up? Maybe. Do I just trade off the rooks? I don't know. This is a difficult position. Keep my pawn chain connected. It's not the best move by me. I gotta activate my pieces more. Can't enter. Let's take this way. Now, if he takes this, I take his rook. Nice. So where do I want to move this? I could move with check, gain this pawn. No, I can't. But I feel like that was not a good move by him. He wants to bring his king here. Thinking. I'm attacking this pawn 3 times. It's gotta be good. It's gotta be good trade for me. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. If I go here and he puts his king here, yeah, I don't like that. Takes, king here. Then I have 2 attackers on the rook. I could do takes, but then he just retakes. Maybe I do win a pawn that way. Takes, king here, so I'm up 1 pawn. Bishop takes. And even if rook takes and rook takes, no, because then the king takes my other rook, and I'm down a rook for a pawn. That's not good. Let's try this move. Okay. Now I could do all that. Wow, he can't take. If I move, I was about to say, if I moved that pawn, I would have won his rook. He's just gonna take. I gotta improve the position of my king. I think I'm gonna come down here. If I go down here, he goes here. So that's not good. I can come from behind. I lose this pawn. He's got 3 defenders of this square. Okay. I see a combination. Right? I knew that was going to happen. So now I pressure, he en passant takes. And then I recapture. And now I'm guarding this. If he takes, I take over here. I don't want to trade rooks because his pawn over here is going to be too hard for me to stop. That might have been he might have just blundered, to be completely honest. Got to be very, very precise. Can't move this pawn. And his king can't enter. Nice. I think that loses him a tempo. I think that was a very good move for me. He's gonna check. But he can't if my pawn's here. Nice, and now I take this with... Oh, he fucked up. He fucked up bad. That's check. He can't enter, and he can't come along here. And then I win the rook. Nice, dude! Fucking nice. This is game over for him. There's nothing he can do. I'll sacrifice. Go ahead, make a queen. He's not queening with check. Takes. Now I have a queen. That was some solid rook endgame nonsense right there. Let me look at the board. Like, I felt a little lost, but then I started to get it. So let's see. This is just normal developing. Oh, it really wanted me to take. Is it because I win the pawn? I mean, what's stopping him from just defending it? I guess he has two moves that defend the pawn. Here and here. Not that. Here, and they're both bad. So if he plays this move, I would not take with the bishop there. There's no way I would take with the bishop. Now that move is okay. Alright, so the reason the engine is saying this is good is because I can castle, bring this rook to the center, and he is still one move behind castling me, whichever way he moves these pieces. So I would have an open center. I would have an open lines for my rooks with his king in the center. That's why it likes this position. But I don't like that very much. It's here's where you have to evaluate what the computer says versus what you did, and this is all based on the computer's analysis 40 moves from now. And you know, I've been studying the London, and I know the London. I played my London setup, and I was able to successfully navigate through it. So it's not like, you know, I didn't hang any pieces. Black so far has not had an advantage greater than -1. So it didn't like me doubling on the rooks, and I agree with that because nothing really came of this. The rooks just need to be doubled on a different file or at a different time. Yeah, here black was almost -1, but we oh, black's -3 here. He just missed his move. Right, I guess he could have trapped my bishop. He just didn't. So I got lucky there. My bishop got out. And then +3 here. Oh, I should have checked. What comes of that check? Plays the best move. I win a pawn with check. Okay. So I missed that. And then it was probably even until he hung his rook. Dead even, like actual double zeros. That's... Wow, apparently I I lost the whole game here. What? Why? Oh, because he could have done the same tactic to me that I did to him. Holy shit. He could have checked me and taken my rook. Oof. Alright, well, I gotta be careful of that. At least he fell for it and I didn't. So, keep that in mind. These rook and pawn endgames, rook and pawn endgames, incredibly precise. Just see the tactics before your opponents do. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.